remember in school I used to get in trouble for acting smart. In school, acting smart. I went to a smart school anyway. It was a whole school of smart people. Our cheerleaders at football games went, overwhelm, overwhelm. Make them relinquish the ball. I would just ask tough questions at school, so they thought I was a troublemaker. I asked, why are all the home ec teachers divorced? Why do they call it a TV set when you only get one? Why do they call a woman's prison a penal colony? How come you can get robbed in about a half an hour and it takes you a week to move in? And how can fucking Reagan appoint James Watt? That's so stupid. He thinks to cut down forest fires, you cut down the trees. He thinks it's safe to live around 3 Mile Island now since no nuclear plant has ever melted down twice. Fucker's nuts. He thinks cities are okay because they seal in the nutrients under the asphalt. I think you ought to get rid of lobbying completely. What a dumb idea to have a bigger argument than we'll already have with all the representatives and the senators. You couldn't get the 10 Commandments through Congress if Moses was buying drinks. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord in vain would be opposed by the coaches and the fans and the players. Thou shalt not bear false witness would be opposed by the National Enquirer. Thou shalt not commit adultery would never get out of the House of Representatives. And thou shalt not steal might pass if you can get a lawyer to write it up. I will now recite an Irish fairy tale and illustrate it in 3 dimensions. You will witness this quietly as you have most of my act. 'Twas the night before breakfast, and upstairs in this hat a leprechaun is sleeping. I don't expect you to believe that, but here's his front door, and this here is his room. Now I could wake his act up and get him down here if you want me to. So out in the audience there arose such a clamor. He sprang from his bed to see what was the matter. Did he spring? There's him unsprung, there's him sprung. It's a little late on. You have to tell me I can't see this shit. Sprang from his bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window he flew, that's for certain. He opened it up. Did he open it? There it's closed, there it's open. He opened it up and he threw out the curtains. Now let me tell you something about this little elf. He wants to become a performer himself, so out the front door he now makes his debut. They say only fairies can see him, can you? When what to their wondering eyes did appear but one of these little car doors like I drive. Wait till you see this one here. Is it going around? Is it going around? Is it going around? Where is it? I got it back up. You want to race them? Can't find that damn thing. Where is it? What do you want, wheelies and donuts? This is it. Now he spoke not a word, but went straight to his tricks, and he played all little kind of leprechaun shtick. He played with that buzzer, buzzer. He played with a light, and he went way upstairs, and he played with the kite. Dig the kite? Then laying his fingers on a broken steak knife, he cut through the hat. Is he cutting through the hat? He's cutting through the hat. He cuts all the way down the side of the hat. Did he do that? And then, of course, he ruptures a pipe when you do that. Did he rupture a pipe? It didn't? Must have been a heavy pipe. Sure, this is dumb, but who the hell else is going to do it for you? I hope you dream about this tonight. Then in a twinkling, we heard the phone. Hey, listen, if that's for me, you want to throw it down? Hello? You hang it up. Well, it's about time for me to hang it up. Yes, it is. Before I go, I want to impart some last few words of wisdom to you. I want you to always remember, never let your mother brush your hair when she's mad at your dad. If you want to get back at someone you love, wait till they get in the shower, then flush the toilet. Want all you lovers out there to be fair, let the other one sleep in the wet spot half the time. Want you men to remember that nowhere in the Ten Commandments does it say thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's husband, so the ladies are free to do as they please. If you want to keep a woman happy, you should remember that sex is a Chinese dinner for two. It ain't over till you both get your cookies. This has been more than a thrill for me. This has been an inconvenience. I'll see you later. Good night.